Alright guys, so next technique we're going to work on is the clinch knees. Now, this is one of my favorite techniques that you can do for MMA fighting, Muay Thai fighting, and especially for self-defense. Okay, so I'm going to be here with Danny Ives. What we're working on is clinch knees. Okay, so I'm here with my stance. First thing I want to do is get that clinch, both hands behind his head. So my lead hand's going to go first since that's the closest hand. When the lead hand goes, it's very important to grab the top of the head, not down here by the neck. Okay, so I go 1 and I go 2. I'm palm, or one palm to the back of the hand, other palm to the back of the head. My elbows are pinched and tight, and my elbows right next to the shoulder so I can start controlling. It's very important you keep it locked and tight, because if I'm like this, then he can just swing his head out, and that's not going to do me any good. So I want to palm to palm, elbows in, and I want to bring his head next to my collar, and I want to put my head down here, bury my head next to his. If I'm on top like this, he might try to pop his head up, and I might bite my teeth or bite my tongue off. So I want to make sure that I'm here, nice and tight. My feet are shoulder width apart. Now I'm ready to throw the knees. From here, one leg is going to go back, and I'm going to push him away slightly to create that space. So I'm here, okay? So again, I push him away slightly, I create that space, and now I can pull him in hard for the knee. I point my toes, and I kick my heel to my butt, hit him with the knee. Now I can either go to the, right here to the solar plex, or I can hit him to the chin. It's up to you. So, 1, 2, I have in my clinch, and I'm going to do it 3 times. So I push him away, pull him for the knee. As this leg goes down, it's going to replace my left leg goes back, push him again. 1 more time, down, back, and then knee. So if I do it in regular motion, fast speed, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, I get my clinch, 3 knee. 1, 2, 3, right to the body. Now, more than likely, after I hit him to the body with all these knees, he's going to be hurt. He's going to be bending over, which is exactly what I want him to do. So now I'm going to take the hand that's on his head, and I'm going to push it directly under my armpit. My right hand now is going to circle all the way around. It's going to come underneath his neck. So very important here, when you go for this, for the choke, the guillotine is what we call it, you want the blade of your arm to be right on the throat. Here. Just like this. My other hand is going to grab my palm, or back of my hand here. Okay. My right elbow is going to be pinched in tight. I'm going to step in deep, and all I'm going to do is pretend I'm going to raise it up, arch my back like I'm trying to take his head off, like separated from his shoulder and his head. And then he taps. Okay? So very important. You don't want to try and go for the guillotine if his back is straight. You only want to go for the guillotine when he's bent over. Now I come here, this hand's right underneath his neck, grab my palm, I step in and I arch up and pull my arms up. So I'm doing this motion, like I'm trying to take off his head. So one more time from the very beginning so you guys can see. So 1, 2, get a nice tight clinch, 3 knees, 1, 2, 3, he's bending over, I throw his head under my armpit, wrap my hand underneath, grab my own hand, step in, and I finish. And he taps.